Modern culture associates wealth with visibility. We see the heavy luxury watch, the massive car grille, and the designer tags, automatically assuming financial success. But open the ledger, and the reality is often the exact opposite. The loudest displays of wealth are frequently funded by accounts teetering on zero. To see how this math actually works, we can look at two neighbors, Subject A and Subject B. Both bring home exactly $100,000 a year in salary. Subject A leases a brand new luxury SUV, rents an expensive high-rise apartment, and wears premium apparel. Every dollar of that income is consumed by high fixed overhead. There are zero long-term savings and heavy credit card balances, resulting in an absolute reliance on the next paycheck to service that debt. Subject B drives a paid-off 10-year-old sedan, wears unbranded clothing, and keeps housing costs modest. Because their fixed outflows are low, a massive chunk of their income is redirected into investments. Their net worth sits at over $500,000 in liquid assets and real estate equity. When we look at these two on the street, we naturally assume Subject A is the one who has made it. We are conditioned to confuse high lifestyle spending with high net worth. But a luxury lease is a monthly liability, not an indicator of success. Visible consumer spending is frequently acting as camouflage for financial insolvency. The financial industry calls Subject A a Henry, a high earner not rich yet. When a high-income professional maximizes their monthly overhead to match their salary, they build a total dependency on their employer to service that massive debt. Looking the part also comes with a visibility tax. Drive a luxury SUV into a mechanic shop and the quote immediately goes up. Live in a visible wealthy zip code and your insurance premiums spike. Even your social circle starts expecting you to pick up the tab at dinner because you appear to have excess cash. This creates the golden handcuff trap. When 40% of your take-home pay is locked into an oversized mortgage and an aggressive car payment, you lose all leverage. You cannot negotiate for remote work, say no to overtime, or quit a toxic job. High-income employees with matching high-expense lifestyles provide the exact compliance the system requires. When an individual is too expensive to be free, they serve as the reliable fuel for the corporate structures they support. The root cause of the wealth trap is a critical misclassification of depreciating consumer goods as assets. A true asset deposits cash into an account without active labor. Dividend-paying stock portfolios, index funds, and rental real estate equity are assets. A high-end car is an outflow. We can isolate the exact cost of making a visibility purchase by looking at two different approaches to getting to work. Look at this cash flow chart. Subject A signs a lease for a $65,000 truck. Between the monthly payment, premium insurance, and high-grade fuel, $1,200 vanishes from their account every month. Over 5 years, they spend $72,000, leaving them with nearly zero equity in the vehicle. Subject B drives a paid-off sedan. Their total transportation cost is $200 for gas and basic insurance. They take that $1,000 difference and automatically route it into an S&P 500 index fund, where it immediately enters a positive yield zone and begins to compound. If Subject B maintains this discipline from age 25 to age 55, assuming average historical market returns, that single monthly decision grows into $2.1 million in liquid wealth. Every dollar spent to look successful today is millions of dollars permanently robbed from your future freedom. In 1769, the French philosopher Denis Diderot was gifted a beautiful scarlet red dressing gown. Immediately, everything else he owned seemed inadequate by comparison. He replaced his chair, his desk, and his entire wardrobe to match the gown, plunging himself into debt. This is the Diderot effect, the way a single luxury purchase triggers a cascading cycle of upgrading all other possessions to match a new baseline. This is why receiving a luxury item for free can still bankrupt you. The exorbitant insurance, specialized fuel, and maintenance costs act as a constant drain on your cash flow. As individual earnings increase, spending tends to expand proportionally, a phenomenon known as the hedonic treadmill. Salary increases often lead to an equivalent increase in fixed living costs, resulting in net worth stagnation. This was proven in a 1978 lottery study. After a few months, winners reported levels of happiness similar to their state before winning. They simply got used to the higher spending, and their happiness returned to its baseline. Attempting to out-earn the desire for status fails because the psychological goalpost moves in tandem with your income. True financial independence is quiet. Stealth wealth consists of unspent money, total liquidity, and absolute control over your daily time rather than visible possessions. Remaining invisible protects your capital from the target effect. It insulates you from cybercriminals, predatory lawsuits, and opportunistic acquaintances. Billionaires like Mark Cuban have noted that great wealth brings a constant barrage of people trying to take it away. There is a strategic advantage to achieving the psychological state of enough. Kurt Vonnegut once noted that he had something a billionaire hedge fund manager would never possess: the satisfaction of having what he needed. Looking poor is a deliberate defense mechanism. It simultaneously lowers your required retirement threshold while protecting your current assets from external perception. Reclaiming your freedom requires a 3-step mechanical override of the consumption cycle. Step 1, track your net worth over appearance. Measure your financial health strictly by assets minus liabilities, completely ignoring pure perception. Step 2, buy assets before luxuries. Direct your earned income into revenue-generating assets first. Only the passive returns from those assets, not your primary paycheck, should fund discretionary luxury purchases. Step 3, automate your investment cash flows. Widen the gap by setting up automatic transfers on payday. This moves capital into brokerage accounts before lifestyle creep can touch it. Driving the boring car and opting out of the visibility game is a strategic rebellion. You are purchasing total freedom with the capital you refuse to spend on a performance.